Good morning. So today is the first day of university classes for the fall of 2020. I'm just going to do some short videos every day reflecting on what's going on and to give a sense of what's going on with my kids who are about to start school online on Wednesday, and what's going on in my local community. I work at a university in Texas with a heavy duty college town with two universities in it. And so we're heavily affected by the big move to online. And I want to just kind of record what's going on as we go through, as well as what my experience is and what my experience is with my kids with online education going forward, since we're an online education department that I work in. And so today, in my lovely town, it is supposed to be 97 for a high. It's currently 79 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. Waiting for a couple of big hurricane/tropical storms to come our way in the next few days out of the Gulf, which should be interesting. So today I put my new course online for doc students and doing things a little bit differently this time because I'm trying to be more flexible to meet student needs. So instead of what I usually do with online, which is a lot of synchronous classes, we're doing only 6 synchronous classes where students have to be in a particular place at a particular time, and then a lot of asynchronous videos with quizzes and other activities to check for understanding. This is an intro to research course that I'm teaching this time. Then I have a ton of students in dissertation that I'm desperately trying to get them through. But with COVID in the spring, everybody slowed down because they were just trying to survive. So hopefully I can help some folks get through. The kids will be starting on Wednesday. They got all their materials on Friday for online school in the local school district. In Denton, which is where I'm at, looking at the local newspaper, and it's all focused on education and how Denton became an education hub is the big focus of the top story, since the universities are a big driver of a lot that goes on in our town. One of the things that I noticed when I was driving in town yesterday is normally at this time of year we have tons of students who are wandering around in the downtown area, meeting up with friends, seeing people they haven't seen in a long time, frequenting the local businesses. When I was up there yesterday, I was up 2 different times and it was a ghost town. There were almost no students and no faculty up on the courthouse square at all. So that was odd. It was similar to what it was like when COVID hit, with pretty much nobody being up there. There were a couple people, but yesterday was still kind of a move-in period. So you'd expect a lot of parents and students still being up there, but even during move-in, I barely saw anybody in town, which is unusual and not a great sign for the businesses here. There are a lot of for rent signs all over town from a lot of the small businesses that went out of business over the course of the last 6 to 8 months. Some were on their way out, some got hit by COVID, so that's a problem. Yesterday there was a big pro-police rally downtown. We have a big mix of folks in town. Some are very pro-police, pro-Trump support folks, and a lot of anti. So there have been a lot of protests in town as part of Black Lives Matter. Yesterday was Blue Lives Matter. So there's a big mix of people in town with different views and opinions, which, we all learn from each other, hopefully. But we have a lot of coronavirus cases in town. We had 145 new cases yesterday. We were one of the early towns to get hit because we had so many people traveling. Local school district is using a hybrid model. I believe my kids have to be synchronous all day, 2 or 3 days a week. That's something I should probably know. I believe it's 2 days a week, and then the other 3 days they're doing asynchronous. There is a petition from local teachers saying that students should stay home. I also know from other schools opening up that they really struggled. They didn't have enough equipment. The local buildings don't have enough space really to follow the CDC guidelines if a lot of kids are face to face. So that's going to be a challenge going on. And the rest of it's kind of local sports, and we'll see what happens. But that's what's going on as the semester begins here. I hope that everybody stays safe and that the temperature's not too bad going over the next few days, because it's supposed to be pretty rough today. But looks, with the rain coming from the tropical storms in a couple of days, it should be a little more pleasant on Wednesday and Thursday, but then it's supposed to be back up to 100. So that is the glory of our little town, our little city here in the fall. But it is still August, so hopefully it'll cool off soon. I hope y'all, to quote David Lynch, have a great day.